on, if you have on a Spider-Man costume, can I just see some hands?
Where you at? Where you at?
Okay.
Yes, we got it on this side too. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Big shout out, big shout out. Before we get started, I am going to invite you guys to ask questions yourselves. We have 2 microphones on these sides here, and I'm not going to spend too much time because I know y'all got some questions, but I'm going to warn you for this thing right here, okay? Listen, we don't ask for spoilers for what's to come, okay? We can talk about what has been, but we're not asking for what do you think or when is this gonna, we're not doing that. Let me tell you why, okay? Sony has learned from Disney, they have shooters, okay? We gotta protect this man at all costs, okay? He is the link, he is the nexus point for beyond the Spiderverse. We got to protect him. So no asking for spoilers. Do you understand? Do you understand? Yeah. Anybody ask for a spoiler, I'm throwing my shoe at you. Don't do it. Alright, now that we've got that out the way. Shameik, how we doing today, bro?
Blessings on blessings.
Yes.
Happy to be alive.
Oh, man. It's phenomenal. We clearly are fans of so much of what you do. And it's so important to understand that you are a vastly creative person. It's not just about acting, it's not just about voice work, music, dancing, everything. What is your favorite thing to do in the morning to get you ready for a creative output for us to enjoy?
Favorite thing to do in the morning is tap into that frequency. Just a second of like not doing anything. I'm alive. Get that going. Just a little breath. Just think for like 10, 15 minutes. Just get it out. Like,
Love it.
What was I just dreaming about? What do I want to do today? Just kind of laying it all out, and then actually taking that win, getting up, putting that one foot in front of the other, doing what I gotta do is like, I think just that calm state versus just waking up and immediately going into it, yeah.
See, this is why you truly are our hero, because the explanation of that and allows us to kind of get this insight for this is how you tap into being creatively productive.
Right.
And it's not just about busy work and toiling, it's moving with purpose.
Right.
And you've been a man that moved with purpose throughout your career. Let's talk about the beginnings of that. When did you discover that creativity was your purpose? Yeah, we get into it today. Come on.
When did I discover that creativity was my purpose?
Yes.
I think that might have been in the last 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
I always knew that I loved to not always, but I started dancing and I got into music and then film kind of started happening and I loved it. When I was young, it was like, notoriety and seeing myself on television and getting fans and feeling like Chris Brown or Justin Bieber or something, wanting to be famous. That version of my mind, my mentality is like, but after accomplishing things that I felt would make me, this bigger than life like celebrity, I realized how my trajectory was a lot more, it's just so much more rooted. I'm not putting on a show, so I feel like people connect to me on a human level more than, if they meet me. It's hard to really speak on that, but because I can't speak from everybody else's perspective, but I think I learned that it was my purpose after I started unlocking these different routes in my mind to create, purposeful impact on communities and, actually like doing something that is valued.
Yes. That is tremendous. And I think what you have done actively is take the concept, it's perfect for when we are Black History Month and making it Black Presence Month for you every day. You embody that perfectly. Are there any creatives out here, it doesn't matter what your field is, if you have a chance, really look at what he's done to impact yourself and figure out how to do these things. Find that mindfulness, that gratitude every day that you get to explore and get to be that person for other people. He is that, no joke. Okay, so because it's Black History Month, and Miles Morales obviously is a huge representation of all the great things, In your opinion, when you see people embrace Miles so thoroughly, what does that do for you as a creative in terms of inspiration or understanding that impact?
You know, it's funny. It could just be like the point in time, I'm finding myself as a young man, and like I said, the purpose of why I'm Miles or Shaolin Fantastic or Raekwon, you know what I'm saying? Any of those culturally impactful characters, I started your question was?
No, just keep talking. No, forget my question. That's what you gotta say. But no, in terms of like making that impact as a Black figure, particularly Black History Month, and when you are projecting that for other people, so that they see that they are capable of such things.
Right. Yeah. I just want to be not a role model, but an actual point of reference.
I love it.
I want to be a point of reference for. I mean, really for humanity. But I feel like I hear it all the time. Shameik, this is a big vision, but you gotta hone in on where to start so that you can get there. So while I want to impact humanity, and Miles Morales is a great example of transcending, and that's how I feel. That's what the question was. How do I feel? He transcends culture.
Yes.
Whereas the Get Down is about the origins of hip hop.
Let's go. How many of y'all seen the Get Down?
Woo!
Okay, just making sure. Y'all got quiet. I got to make sure y'all
There's a few of them in here. And then Dope, the movie Dope. Was
Wow,
Dope got more love than the Get Down. That's interesting. That's interesting. Dope is how I even got the movie Spiderverse, Miles. That's how that even happened. But in that film, it's more current day, but he's inspired by Wu-Tang.
Right.
90s. We're really just hip hop in general. But he's this smart kid that's trying to figure it out. All the way up until Spiderverse. So I feel like with great power comes great responsibility.
Let's go.
Anyone can wear that mask.
Come on, say it again.
But it's how you wear the mask that makes you a hero.
Absolutely.
So for me, looking at the impact of Miles Morales on humanity, I'm playing the voice of Miles, and so in reality, I intend to show, how I wear my mask.
I love it.
Yeah.
Make some noise for that. Without question, hip hop has been a tremendous facet to your career, not just in terms of the movies that you've been in, but literally dancing, being in music videos. So, what is on your top 5 playlists right now?
I've been listening to a lot of my own music.
Let's go! There's nothing wrong with that.
Currently, I'm just kind of in that mode. But if I'm just going in my head, when I'm boxing, it's all. By the way, I spend my free time pretty much being obsessed with the sport of boxing. But
Nothing wrong with that.
Biggie Smalls and Wu-Tang are pretty much my go-to. Biggie Smalls, Wu-Tang, Nas. I'm pretty much always listening to one of them while I'm in the gym. But I love, Brent Fayez if I'm on some yeah, Brent Fayez. Who else is in the culture with it? Don Toliver had his moment for me. I was on early Don Toliver. Metro as a producer, he's like the architect of that Atlanta sound.
That's right.
He's heavily influential in the early Atlanta sound. But right now, me and Cardi came up under Rocky around the same time. So Playboy Cardi's been dropping. I don't think the kids, I'm not gonna tell you not to listen to it. You know what? Do what you want to do. But
Parental advisory. That's what that is.
Yeah, parental advisory. But essentially that's kind of my energy, R&B, modern hip hop,
Of course.
Or just straight '90s hip hop.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Good music right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so we gotta get deeper into the Spiderverse. We're gonna talk about all the things about that. When you actually were going for that first role, did you understand who Miles was, or was this just truly just a fun opportunity that you wanted to explore? Were you a fan of the character?
Yeah, I saw a different version of Miles early on, when I was 13 and 14. I'm pretty sure Donald Glover was playing Miles.
That's right.
For a quick moment. it felt like, to me, at 13 or 14, when I saw that animation, it felt like someone saw a picture of me and drew my face as
That's how I think we feel.
the animation. So, in that mind, just me growing up, I was always like, Miles or Static Shock. Like, I was always,
Let's go.
Let's
Let's
go.
go.
Those were the two characters that really made me feel like, no, that is me,
Right.
you know? And while filming the movie Dope, that got a little reaction earlier, I was, we were basically living in the same house, me and a few of my actor friends. We were really close. We were reading books. Pharrell told us to read The Four Agreements. We found out about The Secret, started diving into that. There's some other books we tapped into that's slipping my mind right now, but we would wake up at 6 a.m., we were eating as healthy as possible and doing these like affirmations and whatnot. So one of my castmates, Kiersey, who's in Madam Web,
That's right.
Kiersey, who also played my gay best friend in Dope, she pretty much came upstairs, she gave me a journal, she was like, Shameik, you should start writing down your thoughts. And then the first thing I wrote was, I am Miles Morales, I am Spiderman. And when we premiered that movie 2 months later at Sundance, guess who was there in the audience?
Boom.
And a couple years later, here we are, 2 movies in, ready for third.
You might be like the best proponent of The Secret. They just cart you around and be like, no, it works. Like, look, this is him.
I mean, Michael Jackson had a whole documentary about how he was very intentional about Thriller and every single move that he made.
That's
This
right.
is not a Shameik Moore thing. This is a humanity thing. We are magic inside. You
Come
close
on
your
now.
eyes in that infinite black space. You can. It's like the internet. You can create anything you want.
That's right.
But the difference with the internet in your mind is that what you dream about, what you think about, will manifest in reality. And I'm happy to be another addition to the list. During this Black History Month, to be able to say I came from Jamaica, family Jamaican, first American in my entire bloodline.
Make some noise for that. Y'all gotta be black.
Came up from Atlanta, made it all the way here. We got a lot more to do. So.
Yeah, let me remind y'all, this is not a library. Get loud. Okay,
Get loud.
Yeah, that's what we want. We want the energy. Okay, so.
Hold on, who's loud? Is the left side louder?
Let's go.
What about the right side? Just for the synergy, can everybody make some noise real quick for Spiderverse? I like that a lot. Yeah.
We got our clips up. That's what we had to do. So, okay, the response to the first movie, right? Because, again, phenomenal. It comes out late December, hits the world. Everyone's just like, what is this? It's animation feat, the characterizations, everything. When did you know that was hit? That was the one that people were like, this is the best, superhero movie of all time. As stated by James Gunn himself, he actually has that as his #1 superhero movie of all time.
Hey, James Gunn, I'm still waiting on my there's some possibility. Listen, tell Sony, and Marvel,
Hey.
I'm just saying, there's this Miles or one other. They both got electric powers.
Make it
I'm just
move.
leaving it there.
What a shocking opportunity.
Live action, baby, I'm still available. Live action.
He's trying to create no
You
static.
know what I'm saying? Yeah, no static.
So when you saw the world react to Into the Spiderverse, how did you feel about that great ensemble, everything that you guys got to do, and the fact that you were leading the charge in the storytelling of that?
Yeah, Spiderverse, I pretty much, I believed in Chris and Phil,
Of course,
the directors. They believed in me enough to give me the opportunity. As I grew, I kind of started understanding more about what I was bringing to the table, which is cool. Dope and the Get Down and whatnot. It's like there was cultural,
Yes.
Targeted impact happening. So that I think it played in my favor, but I feel like it was way more than that for them. They heard me, they met me as a person, and not just me, but I think everybody they cast has a bit of their character, kind of where they're not really having to reach a different person. Oscar Isaac maybe. I don't know. You know what I mean?
He ain't like that.
It's hard to say, but I think Mahershala has that energy, to play Uncle Aaron. I think Haley has that energy to play Gwen. Same thing with Jake Johnson to play Peter B. So, with Miles, I find parallels with the heart.
Of course.
The heart, the heart. So, yeah, getting into character for Miles, it was really just taking off like some of the, we get jaded sometimes in life when the experiences happen and we learn better or whatnot. We harden up a little bit. So it was just peeling back a little bit. Because for Raekwon, I had to really put it on. I had to hold on. Like I had to get a little more.
A little grimy.
A lot more grimy. So I had to embrace it and add on to even what I've ever experienced anyway. So playing Spider-Man and Raekwon at the same time was like back and forth, with my interior. But it was nice, man. I'm just happy to be here. Like I said, one foot in front of the other.
I love it. This is literally why you are one of the most phenomenal actors of our generation, for sure. Because you have that range and can do so believably. Like, there's no question. Like, when we listen. I literally was like, is Shameik more related to Raekwon? Like, are they cousins? Because the energy was on point. It was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. Listen, I want to get y'all's questions going. So we're going to start on this side. We're going to bounce back and forth. We're going to start over here. Hello, friend. How are we doing today? Go ahead, take
this down. All right. Hi, Shameik. I'm Juan. And then my question is, when I watched Across the Spiderverse, I don't know about everyone else, but it was like a really big cliffhanger for me. I did not get the memo that it was going to be 2 parts. That's completely on me. But I guess for you, what was your first reaction when you were reading the script and you were, discovering all of these things that Miles was going to experience, and how are you carrying that emotion and going into like another story, like another movie?
Yeah, well, they didn't really have a completed script for me to read, so.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right. They kind of work. They work in a way where they have ideas, they refine the ideas, and we build the movie over, like from beginning until it's done. And when it's done, then they'll put it, So, and I personally, it's funny, like shooting Dope, it was so, it's a smaller movie, so there's a month and they're super specific, they gotta get the shot no matter what. Whereas like during the Get Down, Baz Luhrmann, who also did Romeo and Juliet, and Moulin Rouge, and etc., he might be like, wait, we're supposed to shoot, but I need more oranges. And we wait for 2 hours to get those oranges. You get what I'm saying? And when those oranges are there, then the shot's perfect and we can shoot. And that goes into this kind of Spiderverse world. I think I learned how to be a leading man on Dope. I exercised my knowledge on the Get Down, and I learned, like I didn't go to college, but I had a master class on set learning from Baz Luhrmann and all the DPs and the gaffers and everybody working to make that show what it was. And that goes into Spider-Verse. So I like the flow of consciousness, the for the Get Down, it's like, Shameik, we're gonna change these lines. And there's no point in learning the lines because, I learned my lines 10 minutes before. I'm not really a play guy, I'll go see a play, but I'm not someone that's seen 20 plays because I love plays. My style of acting is very rooted, grounded, so it takes finding that person inside of me, so I'm not acting anymore. Instead of like, oh wow, I love your purple hat. It's like, yo, I like that purple hat. That's it's more rooted. So it's more about knowing the character and just being familiar with the words. Like right now, I don't know what I'm gonna say next, but if I have it memorized, I'm losing the rootedness of me knowing the character versus the words. So I'll leave it at that. Hopefully that translates.
No, that's brilliant. Authenticity is spontaneous. If you don't know what you're gonna say, there is no way to mess it up because you're just in the moment, which is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Hello.
Hi, good morning, Shameik.
Good morning.
My name is Alex.
Allie. I'm from Trinidad, so I relate to the Jamaica.
Yes, 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 yes.
I'm a media student. Actually, one of my homework assignments was to watch Dope. And in terms of representation in media, how does it feel to carry on that legacy, to be in the same league of those actors and really have your seat at the table?
You know, I think we're at a place now where being an actor, that's what I was saying earlier, when I was 12 to like 19 or 21 or something like that, it was, you know, kind of that energy. Michael V and, you know, Denzel, Will Smith, and, you know, I'm one of them. You know, it's not what it is, because I'm trying to do what those guys, there's gonna be 50 more actors, young, talented black actors and singers and designers before I'm gone.
Right.
You know, that's not what's that's so small to me. Now that I've accomplished certain goals, it's like not enough. It's not, you can be in a film that goes viral. You know, that's possible for anybody on walking the earth. It's possible. So me knowing that, even if you haven't experienced it yet, it's like I just know so many people that have experienced it, and I know that it's possible for you if you manifest it. So for me, it's more about like, what is the impact of me being up here? What is the impact of Spiderverse being a successful film? Obviously, there's impact as far as unifying cultures, etc. I'm not taking away from that, but as far as me, Shameik, playing Miles, I know Miles' impact. You know what I'm saying? And it is my voice, okay, cool, but how does it go further than that? So being up here amongst is not enough.
I like that.
You know, touching where we came from is the point. The families that we're representing, the black and Hispanic families, we got a lot of money from y'all. What did they get for real beyond entertainment?
Exactly.
Y'all still paying for gas.
Come on.
Y'all still paying for groceries.
Right.
Y'all bought those J's.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? You know, I ate, Haley ate, Sony ate. You know what I'm saying? What I'm thinking about is like a new economy. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yo, this is what a hero sounds like, y'all. Come on. Thank you. Right.
Thank you, Shameik.
Hello.
Thank you.
Hello, Shameik. My name is Anakin.
Hey.
What is your favorite or most influential part to you about being Miles Morales?
We'll go with favorite.
You know, it's just a reminder. You know, it's a reminder. It's back to me, I feel like I say it a lot now, but it is embedded in my spirit. It's anyone, like I just said, can wear that mask. Anyone can become an animator, anyone can become an actor, a designer, anyone can do it. You know, but it's how you do it that makes you a hero. You know what I'm saying? So playing Miles, my favorite part about it is the reminder that even though you know, you might catch me at a club. You might catch me in like a, you know, there's that side of me, you know. Let's be clear. But it's way bigger than that. It's way bigger than that. And that's what I love about playing Miles versus, you know, some of my other characters. I love my other characters, but some of them keep me in like a, you know, yeah, hey, yo, Ray, what's good, son? I'm like, yeah, I'm walking into whatever bar I'm going into, hanging out with my friends. That's good for those moments. Spiderverse is good for transcending that.
Right.
You know, it's bigger than black, it's bigger than white, it's bigger than Hispanic, it's bigger than it's humanity. That's Spiderverse.
Thank you.
Hey.
So, since Dope takes place in the 90s, Miles Morales wasn't around back then. So, my question for you, if Malcolm got to see Miles Morales, how would you feel about that?
Wow.
Well, the movie Dope
Yeah.
was inspired by the 90s.
Right.
It didn't take place in the 90s. But I'm pretty sure Malcolm is Miles because they have me in common. And honestly, if you look at the movie Dope, I booked this movie because I was basically the live action Miles in Dope.
Right.
If you look at Dope, it's doom. It's like, oh, I see what happened there.
Malcolm is is Miles without getting bit by a spider.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
No, literally, like pretty much. But he's not the prowler either, so you know.
Right?
Is that true?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Maybe that was inaccurate, but
That's kind of on point. Wait. Okay. Now we gotta double feature those. Now we gotta watch those back to back.
Yeah.
That's a good question. Yeah.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Hello.
Hi, I'm Camilla, and
Hey,
my question is, what is your favorite role you played so far?
Favorite role that you played so far?
I mean, today it might be Miles because I'm feeling that, you know. I'm feeling it right now. But like I said, it's more about the scenarios, you know, because there are times where I'm not really as approachable as I am right now, you know. I'm a human, I have levels, and sometimes it's like, yo, you know what I mean? You know, and so it just really depends. But I think my favorite character is like, I feel like life is a movie, you know? So my favorite character to play is me, Shameik. You know?
This is why that line, I'm gonna do my own thing, is so real, because that is you.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey Shameik, my name is Shakoy.
So-
So we all know that you're not the only Spider-Man here, but most of all, you're not the only Miles here.
True.
Najee Jeter, by the way. So my question is, what was your thoughts on his portrayal, Miles Morales, and would you ever consider doing a collab with him?
Like, shut up.
We actually did a collab when we were like 13. My parents, my mom's parents, wait. Our families grew up in a very small village in Jamaica together. So my great aunt and his grandmother grew up together. Mind you, our families come from Jamaica. I'm the firstborn in America. So it's like, had we been born in Jamaica, we would have been running around with each other because, I mean, it's smaller than the size of like this whole convention area, you know? So, as far as me and Najee goes, the synergy as far as that goes. Now, as an actor, my first job was on Tyler Perry's House of Pain. My second was on Read Between the Lines on BET.
That's right.
I was a guest star. Najee was an actual reoccurring character on Read Between the Lines. That's how we met. That's how my mom and his mom connected, found out we had St. Mary in common. And, you know, Najee and I was super close all the way up until like 16, 17. Then we kind of went our like creative ways, whatever, but it was never like separation. You know, you just naturally might finish high school and not talk to your high school friend until you see each other. And then it was like yesterday, y'all saw each other when you see each other again. And Najee and I connected when at one of these Comic-Cons, like a year and change ago. I had been playing the video game. I love the video game. I think he does a fantastic job. I love Najee. And yeah, I hope that answers your question. Absolutely.
I will say this, both y'all, no matter which one of you, you guys are the best when it comes to playing Miles Morales.
Big facts.
Well, I'm still a fighter now. I'm competitive.
Yeah.
You know, I love my brother, but it's Spiderverse, baby. Let's go. You know what I mean? I love you.
But I'm honest.
Can't let you do that to me, brother.
Hello.
Hello, my name is Miguel. First, I just want to say that I actually disagree. I think you are hands down the best.
There we go! I didn't know, brother. Come here. There we go. I still love you, Najee.
I still love Najee, I do have one question.
What's that?
What blew me away about you is the fact that you were able to capture both the comedic moments of Miles Morales, but also the deeply dramatic moments, which I was worried you were not going to do because I really wanted a teen actor to play the character. But you did it perfectly.
That's right.
How did you get mentally prepared, and how did you, I guess, get into the right state to perform those dramatic scenes as Miles, especially since it's you're doing it from behind a recording studio? How did you do it?
Well, I can tell that you haven't seen Dover to Get Down or Wu-Tang. But that's okay. My confidence can sometimes come off a little funny. I work on relatability often. So my answer to your question is, I work on my characters internally, so I'm not really acting. You know, I kind of referred to that earlier, but knowing Miles in his heart, you know, is how you pull off playing Miles. My version of, I mean, not just Miles, any character I ever played, just know that like I took the time to figure out the most authentic version of myself to give to this character, whatever the name is. So if a character's super insecure, or super evil, or super happy, or loving, or talented with dancing or rapping, or whatever it is, like, I took the time to do that research internally. I'm always in therapy. I have like 3 sessions a week. I have spiritual coaching. You know what I'm saying? So, it's the mental, it's the interior work. How you pull off any character, how you pull off any song, how you pull off any piece of clothing that you make. Any creative, I mean, even nonprofits and businesses, apps, this is internal searching. This is internal. You manifest, you close your eyes in that infinite space. That's the bang, that's the boom. That's we all have that, you know. Just God experiencing God. I'm gonna leave it there.
There it is. There it is.
Thank you.
All right, so I gotta give it that guy before you reach the 5-minute mark. We might be able to get through 2 more questions. So if we don't, please come down, see him downstairs, ask your question there, get an autograph. Okay, maybe a selfie.
Yeah, I'll be there for a while before I do lunch.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi there.
Hey.
I just wanted to ask, do you have a favorite memory from when you were doing the recording of Miles? Like, was there a specific moment where you're like, this is just really amazing?
Probably my first session with Jake Johnson. No, honestly, Jake is like, yeah, man, he's really funny. Jake is naturally funny. I might be naturally serious. Like I listen to what I say with my, like, I feel like my tongue is powerful and like I really commit to my mentality through and through. But Jake is like, hey man, you know, and he like lifts the energy in the room. Whereas me, I can turn on switches, but when they're off, like if I'm not at Comic-Con, I'm definitely another version of myself. Like to myself, I could see him a little standoffish or quiet. You know, that's more my nature, like internal. The external part comes out. You know,
You're protective.
I'm protective.
Yeah.
I am protective of myself. Yeah. So, but yeah, Jake Johnson, first recording session, definitely the biggest memory.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Great
much.
question. Hello.
Hey, how's it going, Shameik? My name's Evan.
Spiderverse.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yes,
you
sir.
guys
How
told
you doing? I've been watching the stuff that you put out since Incredible Crew. RP get down, they should have canceled that after 1 season. I'm still mad about that. Anyways, I heard you talking earlier about how you want to be a frame of reference, not just for people that like superheroes, but like for humanity as a whole.
Yeah.
And one thing that I've realized within myself is that I've taken a lot of my talents within creativity with different avenues and things like that to try and get to like a similar point in life or notoriety or things of that nature, you feel me? And I was just wondering what advice you had as someone who's been through these types of things and has gone through the trials and tribulations that have got you to the point that you're at, for somebody like me who hasn't gone through all that yet, who might be in the beginning of that little, like, you know what I'm saying, fledgling stage,
Yeah.
or, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to get everything where it needs to be, you know?
Great question.
Yeah, you know, you it's one foot in front of the other. Even if you know you're going downstairs, upstairs, outside, you're gonna get in the car, go to Florida or LA, like, you know, it's still one foot in front of the other. So for me, it was leaving school, and going to auditions or going to like dance battles or like, you know, it was about the notoriety thing for me at first, and that is okay because that's my one foot in front of the other foot. You know, I got to a point where I was doing music videos. Those casting directors for the music videos just saw this kid walking. I mean, I was basically like, when you're young, you can get away with it. I'm telling you, you can get away. When you get older, it's like, oh, that guy's, his energy is like cocky. Because it becomes more threatening. But when you're young, it's just like, I'm walking up to a director, I'm like, you're not done with that shot. Let me, come on, just play this song one time, and I promise you, you're gonna use the, like, I'm gonna get up there and kill this right now. And then, you know, Soldier Boy looking at me like, you know what I mean? I wanna see this. I wanna see this. I wanna see. And I'm ending up in the music video, and the casting director is like, Cartoon Network reaching out to that casting director, because she's a working casting director in the area. And she reached out to the kid that walked up to them, unwaveringly confident, like, ends up in the video, we like that kid, boom, there goes the Cartoon Network commercial. That leads to House of Pain, that leads to Read Between the Lines for me and Najee Man, that leads to Incredible Crew, that leads to Dope, that leads to the Get Down and Spiderverse, and you know, so to retract it, you even being here asking this question, at one point, I wasn't external enough to do that, you know. At a certain point it clicked, and then like I said, it was one foot in front of the other. Keep going. Whatever it is that you want to do it. It's like you're wearing some Nikes.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I think I can speak for the room when I tell you that your impact is ongoing. Like, we have a lot of love for what you've already done, but we can't wait to see what else you do.
It's got to be tangible.
It's
got to be, it's got to be tangible. You're going to be able to hold it yourself.
I love it, I love it. So we've got time for this last question. You get to take us home. Make it a good one.
All right, okay. Oh, this is a lot of pressure. Hi, Shameik.
Hey.
Super big fan.
Hey.
So Una Lauren Velez plays Rio Morales with you in
Love her.
Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
And you two share a scene together in Across the Spider-Verse. Just you two. And it's very strong mother and son bond.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a very strong bond with my mother.
Right.
So I love that scene, and I just want to know how did that scene play out for you when you were doing it with her?
We weren't in the booth together, sadly. But I do love her. She's great.
Absolutely.
She's fantastic. She's nothing like Jake Johnson, but she definitely brings in, you know, Jake is kind of like, you know, funny.
Right.
She's loving. She's warm, you know. She's like
mom.
the sunshine. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Like she's like this light peeking through right now, you know. And yeah, she really is. Like I said, they cast it really well, like based on our personalities, you know. So looking at, I mean, meeting her in person is a lot like meeting her via the animation. You know, honestly, like I think you have a solid foundation or understanding of the kind of person she is, just through her voice performance. Yeah.
I love it. Absolutely love it.
Thank you.
Megacon.
I'm always sad when you don't get to finish the questions.
But listen, come down, come talk to him, get an autograph selfie,
Yeah.
you both. And I need y'all to make some more noise. Show all the love. Get on your feet.